What's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Dan.
All right, this is a new law that's being enacted in Indonesia, and I'm all for it.
Yeah. This came about end of May. So the president of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, basically came out with a new law. It says if you molest children, this is only specifically for child molesters.
Yeah.
You can now be executed as a sentence, and also chemical castration.
Right.
So at first when I read this though, I thought it was actual castration. Like,
yeah.
I thought it was that.
Which I would support too.
I was immediately supportive of that because to me, chemical castration doesn't do. Does it even work? Chemical castration?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Okay, they say they use drugs. They inject you with drugs that reduces your libido and sexual activity. What does that mean? Like, so you don't
counteract that with like a Viagra or something? I don't know.
But this is what I'm saying. Like why don't you just, you know what I mean? Why don't you just make that a law? Because if you're gonna kill them, why? What's the, like? Look, Mike and I, we talk about this, like how we absolutely hate people that rape, sexually assault.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is one of those things where I literally have no faith in humanity sometimes, because I feel like in a lot of other countries, it's not only like we just talked about how in the Middle East, I mean, if you get raped, if a woman gets raped, she commits the crime of adultery or premarital sex.
Right.
And she can get fined or even worse. And then in these Southeast countries, like, rape, this is so rampant.
I mean, I feel like okay, we all know that Southeast countries, like a lot of Southeastern countries, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia,
and also India.
Yeah. There's this stuff. It goes on a lot, and there's a lot of crime committed against children. I mean, I'm guessing chemical castration works because after this law was passed, there's doctors that came out and said they wouldn't do it.
Whoa, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. So why won't you do it? Come on, like you know what? I'll do it. Give me the needle. All right. I'll do it myself.
The thing about the doctors is that I can't exactly like fault them for that, because also they operate with a set of
oath. They're under oath.
It's a global oath.
So don't use doctors.
Well, then wait.
Yeah, it's just a shot, right?
So you're saying
it's like a shot.
Okay, you're saying like just have somebody like give you the shot.
Yeah, do doctors do lethal injections?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
But I feel like because this is a drug, it needs to be administered by a doctor.
Well, why can't they do it like the lethal injection stuff?
So that I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm saying okay, I understand doctors have a moral thing against it. But you know what? All right, some of you might be like, okay, well, you know, doctors thing aside, whatever. Yeah. This is definitely not over the top. Execution, castration, whatever, I support all that, because this is a crime that if you do this, you know, you are one of the sickest, most vile person on this planet.
Exactly.
You are, and
you should be punished.
And you know what? If you're gone, no one's gonna miss you.
I mean, even in prison, they are the low. Like when you're a child molester and you go to prison, you're basically you're beaten and harassed by the inmates of what you did.
Yeah. Because
they even see that as like you're lower than low.
I mean, because they have kids too.
Exactly.
So like I feel like this world, like we hear about this so much, and this is like all the time. India, woman gets raped on a public bus, you know, and dies. Children gets molested, you know, child trafficking happens all the time.
Yep.
This stuff goes on so much. I think it happens so much because, first of all, not enough of the people committing these crimes are getting caught.
Yep, that's number one.
And the punishment for them is just not harsh enough for them to see it as a possible deterrent.
Right.
Because, like, seriously, like, all right, people now think like they can just go to Southeast Asia and this is common. It is common.
Yeah.
They go there and they're like, because you hear a lot of times about like, oh yeah, rich Americans just travel to, you know, sex tourism, go to Thailand and whatever. This is like what people do now.
Yeah.
And they feel like this is like, all right.
Yeah.
So Indonesia, not just Indonesia, Thailand, make it a thing. Why are, I mean, if you're president of a country, you know this is like, I mean, if you're president of Thailand, you got to know that sex tourism is like one of the reasons people go there.
Yeah, you like come on now.
So you should see
idiot,
this.
right?
I mean, you shouldn't see this as a possible revenue generator. You should see this as this is one of the biggest marks against you.
We need to stop this.
Right, do something.
Like other countries aren't like, oh yeah, let's get a bunch of people in here for our process. Like, no, they're not saying that. They're trying to stop that. And the other thing is, like, to add on what you said, so first reason, second reason, right? And I feel like, and I really feel like this is what makes me lose my hope in humanity sometimes. In a lot of these countries, I just feel like in general, people don't think it's a big deal in general. Like they're saying after this law was handed down, there were a lot of, actually this was a big news and it's still going on because of the doctor thing. They were interviewing musicians, they were interviewing people, everybody is weighing in on this in that area.
Yeah.
They're saying there's a lot of people who are against this, not just the doctor, against the law. Because
why? Because they want to commit this crime in the future?
That's what, like,
or they already are committing this crime now?
Yeah, like
why would you be against it, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Why would anyone be against that?
Why would anyone? And I read something where, I don't know, this would be kind of crazy if this kind of shows the culture in some of these areas where there was a famous musician that he was speaking Indonesian.
What's his name?
Dhani, I don't listen to Indonesian music. His name is Ahmad Dhani.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's, in this interview, he's speaking Indonesian, so we don't know what he's saying, but the translation says he was being interviewed by reporters specifically about this law. They were like, what do you think about the new law about chemical castration? And he goes, for child molesters, that's okay. But for beautiful women, like as in if you rape a beautiful woman, maybe it's okay. Maybe this, and he's not, and I'm watching the video and he's not like, even if that's a joke, you don't make that's not a funny joke.
That's not a joke.
But the way this article was saying his response was just basically straight up like, for child molesters, yeah, maybe, but for beautiful women,
so yeah, that's
like, so that's one thing, and then the whole like backlash about the law. Well, keep in mind, guys, just gotta tell you one thing: the law was made specifically as kind of a response to what this heinous crime. Many young boys raped and killed. This was reported. A 14-year-old girl, I think it was sometime in April, either last year or this year, raped, killed a 14-year-old girl. So they're trying to do something about it. So this is what really makes me mad is when people actually try to, I think they should do more, but they're trying to do something, right? This is why he made this law. And then there's people that go, they literally go, that's too harsh of that's a knee-jerk reaction. Like, wait, like, so now you're trying to do something about it, and there's people that are saying that's too harsh of a reaction. So what are we talking about here?
What is harsh enough? I mean, what crime it deserves it? Like, what else is there? What else could you possibly do to a person that's worse than that? You know what I mean? Like, what else can you do? I mean, you raped and killed someone. What possible thing could you do that's worse? So doesn't that deserve execution at least?
At least? Minimal death penalty?
Like, if it was me, I execute them, bring them back to life, execute them again. I clone them a few times, execute the clones.
I mean, so how do you want to deal with these? How do you want to deal with these crimes then?
You know what?
You tell me your solution. You want to have a conversation with them?
This is why I feel like a lot of times I feel like the world is just ending.
Oh my god!
I feel like the world is just like it's coming to an end. It's just if you're like looking down on us, like if you're some like intelligent beings like the Klingons or I don't know Romulans or
Vulcans.
Yeah, you're looking down on us and you're like, this is just a group of messed up people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
man,
do animals even do this? I mean, I know like monkeys might do this. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think monkeys do that. I don't think monkeys rape each other and kill each other.
Animals do this?
No, I don't think animals at all.
Oh my goodness.
There's no because when we exhibit these things, you're worse than animals. You're not human. That's the thing. You're inhuman. Because a human being can't do something
we lost our moral compass. I feel like it's just the world is just sick. And I feel like even when people try to do something, like it's just you're gonna get killed for it. You're gonna get killed. You're trying to be a good Samaritan. You're trying to do something that's
what's
right.
going
It's
on.
gonna get killed. And it's like I mean, there must be people out there who are like secretly supporting this stuff because you know what I mean? Because these same politicians who might not want to do anything are still getting elected. The same people who are not trying to solve the problem are still in positions of power.
Right.
And I don't understand that.
Right. People are speculating that because there's public voices to not support the law, there must be people who are, who
are doing it.
Right. Who just haven't spoken up, and these are the people that have spoken up. So there's a larger issue here, and that just makes me really feel bad about what's going on.
Well, anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts on this story. Thanks for watching.
Later.